eye on this. So this is interesting. I'll go ahead and pop myself back up really quickly. While the main upper level support is to our northeast, there's that weak disturbance I told you about that's moving into the Texas Panhandle. Well, it's going to dive southeast across northern Texas, and our high resolution models are trying to suggest that there's enough lift that there could be 1 or 2 showers that try to develop along I-35 and just east. Look at this. By 2 in the morning, I'm trying to see. Yeah, you can see it. By 2 in the morning, look at those returns showing up on radar. It is possible 1 or 2 showers could develop just after midnight along and east of I-35. And if this happens, I can't rule out a couple sleet pellets hitting the ground. So we're talking about eastern Hays, eastern Travis, eastern Williamson counties into Bastrop, Lee, Fayette, maybe Caldwell counties could see a sleet pellet hit the ground. Again, the models are just now showing this, but I have a lot of faith and trust in our high resolution models. So this is something I'm closely monitoring. I'm going to keep watching the latest 2 models come in. So at 10 o'clock, make sure you join me at 10 and 10:30. We'll have a show and I'll let you know what the models are showing. But there is a possibility a couple quick hitting sleet pellets could reach the ground. Again, this is going to be east of I-35. If it happens, no accumulations, no road issues. Most areas not going to see a drop of anything, but this is something the models are showing. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that. Once that system moves overhead, temperatures by tomorrow morning, look at this, everybody well below freezing. We're down to 27 degrees in Austin. In the hill country, temperatures are approaching the upper teens. So we're going to have a hard, widespread freeze tonight. Make sure you prepare, my pet lovers, my gardeners. Make sure that you are protecting the pets. You bring them inside. You protect the sensitive vegetation. Your pipes, are they not protected outside? You want to try to cover those right now. That way you don't have any issues. And you turn off the sprinklers as well. That's a good idea, because if you don't, it's possible some of that water could get on the sidewalk. Somebody could slip. It could get down into the road and freeze. So let's just be safe and turn off the sprinklers to protect yourself and everybody else around you. Not only are we going to see those cold temperatures, but those winds behind the cold front continue into the morning hours. And this is no joke, folks. So our temperatures are going to feel like the single digits in the hill country. Between 4 to 9 degrees is what we're talking about as you work your way into to Blanco, Burnett, Llano, Gillespie, Mason counties. It's going to feel downright cold there in the single digits. And even the I-35 corridor, Travis County as well as Hays County, going to feel like the teens. 15 in Austin is what it's going to feel like at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice even Georgetown, Round Rock, as you work your way into Williamson counties, it looks like it could feel like the single digits there too. So everybody going to see those wind chills either in the single digits or the teens. It's going to be a cold morning out there. And these wind chills can be dangerous if you're outside with exposed skin for more than 30 minutes. So just keep that in mind. You can step outside, you can walk the dog, you can do whatever you need to do for a few minutes. That's fine. But if you're working outside for, say, an hour, that's when you could have some issues. So you just want to make sure that if you are somebody that has to work outside for tomorrow morning for an hour or two, just make sure you protect your exposed skin, because we do have such cold wind chills. And again, everybody going to be below freezing. And this is not the only freeze we're going to see, folks. We're going to see another one by Monday, because notice the temperatures tomorrow afternoon, they don't really go anywhere. We're going to stay in the 40s for highs tomorrow. We're going to be lucky to hit 45 degrees. It's going to be cold, windy, at least it'll be sunny, so I guess that's the good news, but it's going to be really chilly out there across the area. We're going to see just a really winter-like day. Our temperatures tomorrow afternoon are going to be nearly 20 degrees below average. So just you know, quite a different weather day compared to what we saw for most of December, with most days seeing temperatures in the 70s and 80s. And again, we'll see that freeze as we work our way into Monday morning. So back-to-back freezes, hard freezes for the entire area. This model is running a little warm. It says 30 for Austin. I have our low at 25 in Austin. So we're going to see a hard freeze in Austin. I think the hill country is actually going to fall into the teens for your Monday morning. So again, back-to-back nights of hard freezes in all of Central Texas. Again, bring the pets inside. Here, I'll pop myself up again. Bring the pets inside, protect the exposed pipes outside. You want to make sure you go ahead and you cover them up, turn off the sprinklers, and protect that sensitive vegetation. Bring it in, cover it, because if you don't, if it's sensitive, it could get damaged from these back-to-back hard freezes that we are expecting. And again, if you have any elderly neighbors, just, you know, go ahead and check on them, make sure they're doing okay, make sure they're heating their houses the proper way. You want to practice safe heating measures. It's easy to do stuff that isn't safe, and unfortunately sometimes that can lead to some issues. So just make sure that you're protecting yourself during the cold, your neighbors are protected, and all that good stuff. Luckily, don't think we're gonna see any power outages, knock on wood, nothing like that. So you should be able to keep yourself nice and warm inside of your home, and just watch the cold front blast on through, and watch those gusty winds out there tomorrow morning. All right, so taking a look at that 7-day forecast, here it is. It's cold tomorrow. We're going to stay in the 40s for highs, starting in the 20s, climbing to the 40s. 20s again Monday morning. Notice 25 is that low here in Austin. We'll be in the teens in the hill country. 53 on Monday. We warm up Tuesday, Wednesday into the 60s, but another cold front moves in. This will be another Arctic cold front. I do think the primary like emphasis of cold air, or the focus, is going to be to our northeast. So that's where temperatures, as you work your way into the mid-south, the Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, I think it's going to be downright cold there. We'll just see a glancing blow of that Arctic air mass, but it's still enough to knock our temperatures back down into the 40s for highs, with some more freezes in the forecast. So we have a lot going on weather-wise with those back-to-back Arctic cold fronts. And unfortunately, it looks like this cold front is going to keep that Cedar count high. It's already high today, and I think with those gusty winds and the lack of precipitation, it's really going to mix things up out there, and I think we're going to see a huge spike in the Cedar count tomorrow as well as Monday. So you may want to make sure you have that allergy medication right beside you, because you're probably going to need it. I know I've already taken some today, and I definitely am going to need some allergy medication come tomorrow once the atmosphere gets a little bit mixed up from those gusty winds out there. So we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at the feels like temperatures across the state of Texas, and I'll try to get some questions on Facebook. So here are the current feels like temperatures. We'll see what questions we have. Okay, so Kim is asking, what time are we expecting it to come through? So here, I'll walk you back through it again. It's already working its way into northern parts of central Texas. So northern Mason County, northern Llano County, northern Burnett County, northern Williamson County, already seeing that cold front move through, and it'll move through Austin within the next hour to hour and a half. So take a look at this. By 8 p.m., it's already worked through the northern row of counties, working in the northwestern parts of Travis County. By 9 p.m., it's through all of Austin, through all of Travis County, and we just have to wait about another 30 minutes to an hour for it to completely blast through all of central Texas. So to kind of wrap that up and put a bow on it, within the next 2.5 hours, we will see the cold front move through all of central Texas, and those temperatures are going to fall significantly. Bastrop, hey there Joe in Bastrop. So take a look at this. Tomorrow morning you're going to see your temperatures in the upper 20s, around 28 degrees there. So a hard freeze in Bastrop. Let's see. Trying to see if there are any other questions. Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning into the Facebook Live, and thank you for tuning into KView as well. We really appreciate you all. Watch it turn. Monica, watch it turns out to be 80 degrees. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way this forecast is going to be wrong. I wish it were. I kind of don't want it to get this cold. But yeah, no, this Arctic air mass that's over in northern Texas, it is coming right on south into the, let's see. You can't hear me? Can you all not hear me? I don't know. I hope you can hear me. I have people saying they can and other people saying they can't. But anyways, we have a big cold front that is on the way, and it's going to work its way in over the next few hours, the next 2 hours or so, and it's going to get mighty cold out there. We're going to have back-to-back freezes, so just make sure you are preparing for it. You can join me at 10 o'clock, at 10 and 10:30. I'll have the latest temperatures, the latest model data coming in, and we'll talk about that very slight chance for some sleet pellets east of I-35 tonight. We'll see if the models are continuing to show that, or if they back off just a little bit. That's going to do it But for now, stay warm, be safe, and Happy New Year to everybody in Central Texas.